Hello comrade, yes it's me, a Yorkshireman now, living in Wales. Power to the people. So, today comrades, I'm going to go to a little bit of a follow-up to talking about the councils in Wales. Now, of course I'm going to have a focus on the councils now, more so the Gwynedd Council, but I did discover something when I was going through the other paperwork. And this is what it is. So, remember last time we had the rumination panel? Now they've come out with a legacy report, as you can see, and lo and behold, not really surprising, me being cynical and all that, the powers are being taken away by these people who set the pay rates for the councillors, who actually on the face of it don't really do much. They're now giving it over to, or having it taken off, Democracy and Boundary Commission. Now it's also got Cymru on the end, so they've added that just for, I don't know, whatever. Either way, but it's not really democratic because we don't really get a say in anything. So already I'm going to pick holes in that just with that simple statement. Now the other thing I've noticed is first off, they're not elected, so they're unelected set of officials that we of course pay but have no say in them. We don't even get to look at them and see what they get up to really. However, more interesting, as you can see here, they've got an increase of 4 members. Well, there you go, you see. Who'd have thought that they've given themselves more people so we get to pay more out of all our taxes. And then they'll turn around and say, well, we're a bit poor, we need more money. Well, I consider this to be a sinister move. And remember, this is my personal take on it. Why is it sinister, you're asking? Well, 2 reasons. First off, any boundary commission can move things about, yes. They can move what they want, and we've already seen that type of manipulation in terms of cancelling local elections, in terms of saying we are reorganising things, which I'll cover soon. In addition to that, it says here councils are democratically elected bodies. Well, they are, but we have no other say in that process. So essentially we only have it for 1 day. It's as simple as that. And what they've decided now is a council, this in us you see, and this is what really gets me. We have no say. They can now decide the pay for chief executives. Now, of course, we know that it's going to be a mate of somebody else, of a mate who has a certain political persuasion. So if they like them, they'll get really well paid, again, with our money, but we have no say in it, and we will not be able to get rid of them, I should imagine. Right then, so then the other thing I noticed is this thing called the parachute payment scheme. I did scratch my head, so again I use the magic of Copilot. Is that an advert? No idea. Anyway, and it started to come in with COVID-19. There you go, look, you see. So Kent's councils, they decided to do a hardship fund. So basically you put yourself forward, you do a job, you do all of this stuff, you do it for the greater community, and then you decide and you demand that you want some money because you've got kicked out of an election, because you've lost because of a number of things. It'll be bad policies, not giving value for money, not listening to the people and all that sort of stuff. But now we've got this thing going on where they all want consistent rewards for failure. That's how I look at it. Now I was surprised to find that they already get a local government pension, but now they can get a redundancy package. This is now a job. I am 100% convinced this is a job, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, what's going on here then? Because I can't get rid of them, I don't interview them, I can't give them any of my personal objectives to do. I've already said there's no criteria for them, we can't get rid of them, simple as that. But it's a job, and it all came in from COVID-19. Now my sort of concerns is around cancellation of elections that we've seen. So I then thought to myself, so how did that happen? Well, I found this website here, Democracy Club, like the name, and it again goes up, and I put the information there, and it all seemed to have started or come out, because this only starts from 2018, with COVID. Look at that, 2,186 councils elections cancelled. I mean, that is a lot, given that we could have still done an election. It would not have been difficult, we all know that now I suppose. But the interesting fact for me, in 2021 6 councils were abolished, so in other words they've got moved them together or made them bigger, right? Whichever way you want to look at. Now this is part of the manipulation, but because of that 247 elections were cancelled. That is a lot just for doing 6 councils. Of course, this then comes to my sort of major concern, and we've already seen it, as you can see here, is that the Deputy Prime Minister, Labour, Angela Rayner, she then decided that we're going through a reorganisation, so we're going to have to cancel the elections. And this is literally what's happened. Now, of course, all parties decided to put their hand up and go, yeah, that's a real good idea. So, again, this is a drastic sign of shoddy democracy. And now everybody who pays the bills are being ignored. Because some people now won't get one for, I'm going to guess it's going to be between 1 and 2 years. But all that time, the people who are now in power take your council tax money and keep wasting it on all these vanity projects. Because most of these people and councils are doing it because they know they'll lose. It's as simple as that, because people have had enough. So when someone says, oh, we've got democracy, we haven't. And this is my concern, you see, because what will happen in Wales, and this is my prediction, is they'll start merging different councils and make them bigger and bigger. And of course that gives the people in power to do more PR work and say, look what we've done. Create local bylaws, so if anybody else comes in, it'll take them ages and ages to unravel and to sort it out again. Because that's what normally happens, you see. So what's it look like? Well, why would they do it as well? And who would be interested? Well, this is a reason. Maybe, I think I did this last time, I might not have explained it fully. So if you look at this, it's not really about are they good at the job, it's about a numbers game. So Group A is over 200,000, so that's the population, or the area, whatever you want to do. So you could get 74 grand. If you're in Group B, right, then at that point you're on 66 grand. Now, if we start merging them and we make them, say, bigger, so we move a Group C into a Group A size, everybody gets rewarded and gets a pat on the back. Now, of course, you can look around, as the Boundary Commission people do, and they might do some bizarre things based on political strength in each different area. So if you have, like in Gwynedd, you've got, say, 20 independent people, I'm just guessing here, and then suddenly that went to 30 or 40, they might decide to then combine that with somewhere else. This, of course, means you could have a Group A plus, and someone, a leader, could be on 140 grand. That's my concern with it all, you see. As I say, I look at these things now very dark because we never ever get asked. The other thing also, a little bit of an update, I kept reading about in my last video, I mentioned it about public consultation. So I actually asked, and I've asked them for all the data, and they keep saying, well, it's in there, and I keep saying I can't find it back. So I will see what happens. Right then, comrades, no videos for about a week from going away. Hopefully a little bit of sun or rain, whatever, see what's going on. So, hopefully enjoy this, take subscribe and catch you on the other side, and enjoy yourselves. Adios.